Hello there. Welcome to this video. Let's see quickly and easily all you need to know to start with Corel VideoStudio Release 2018. Please leave us tips and suggestions on comments to improve our next and free video guides for this software. Corel VideoStudio is an amazing video editing software with everything you need to create your own video and slideshows through a simple user interface and professional adjustments and effects. When you open VideoStudio with Internet access, the Welcome page opens, collecting all the latest news from Corel and several useful tutorials, tips, and extra features. At the top, you can open the three main workspaces available: Capture, Edit, and Share. Capture is used to capture audio, record videos from your webcam, or make a direct screen recording. Edit is the main workspace used to import, modify, and release your custom video by adding modifications, text, and effects. Then, when your project is ready, you can use the Share workspace to render and upload it online. In this beginner tutorial, we will get a complete overview just on the Edit and the Share workspaces. To start making your project, open the Edit workspace. This is divided into two main parts. On top, you have the video preview and several useful panels. At the bottom, you have the project timeline, where all your media is placed in time. The first thing to do at this point is to add your media files inside VideoStudio, such as pictures, videos, and sound files. You can import these in several ways. You can drag and drop them from any of your folders to the project timeline directly, or you can import samples from VideoStudio itself through the Media panel. You can also use the Import Media Files button on top to add your own file inside the Media panel before dragging it into the timeline. The timeline can be used in either the storyboard or the timeline view. In this video, we will just see the timeline view, which indeed gives you full control of your project content. All the files imported on the timeline are shown as rectangular objects called clips, complete with their file name and visual thumbnails for a quick preview. You can check the timeline through time by using your mouse wheel, and zoom in and out around the white marker by holding down the Control key and using your mouse wheel. All the clips are contained inside rows called tracks, such as video and overlay tracks for visual clips, title tracks for pieces of text, and voice or music tracks for sound files or recorded speech. Clips also assume different colors depending on their track: dark green for video and overlay tracks, green for title tracks, violet for voice tracks, and blue for music tracks. To check the content inside the timeline, you have to use the video preview in the top left corner, which can work in either the project mode or in the clip mode. When you click on the timeline, you place the white marker on it, and the preview will show the appearance of your project and all its clips exactly on that point in project mode. You can also click and drag the marker to check your project frame after frame without any audio. To play back the project content and its audio, you have to use the player right below the preview. Now let's see how to manage and edit the clips. Click on a clip to select it. This will be highlighted in orange color and opened on the preview, this time in clip mode. This shows the content of the selected clip and also allows basic editing in case the clip is either a picture or a video. In this case, you can click and drag the clip to move and place it. Use the orange nodes to scale it, and the small green ones to skew and distort. More below, you can switch to the crop mode to crop the clip by using the orange borders. Make sure to use the full screen button to edit your clip more precisely. On the timeline, you can click and drag a clip to move it in time within the same track or in another. Pay attention that the video and the overlay tracks are not the same at all. Video tracks are placed on top of the timeline and should collect the main content of your project. All the clips here are placed one after another without any time gap. Overlay tracks collect visual clips as well and are placed more at the bottom of the timeline. These tracks are made for all the clips that should be put in front of the main video content, such as pictures or pieces of text, so you can place the clips where you like, even with time gaps. Video clips with sound are a unique clip on the timeline, with a speaker icon indicating that audio is present. Video frames and audio are always moved together, but if you want to make these independent, you can right-click on the clip and go to Split Audio. To stretch or shorten the clip, just approach its edges and click and drag. You will get limitations on video and sound clips since you can't stretch them over their maximum duration, and you cut part of their content if you shorten them in time. You can stretch and shorten video and audio clips easier by holding Shift down. This way you will adjust the clip duration by acting on their speed rate instead of modifying their content. So if you shorten the clip, this will be played faster in time. If you stretch it, this will be played slower to last longer. To copy, paste, or remove a clip, just right-click on it. If you make any mistake, you can use Ctrl and Z to undo. To split a clip in pieces, just place the white marker in time, select the clip interested, and then use the S key. Let's see how to manage the tracks inside the timeline. On the extreme left, you get several buttons for each track. You can use the left button to disable or enable a track in order to hide or show its content. Click on the speaker icon to mute or unmute the audio content of such track. Moreover, on video and overlay tracks, use Track Transparency to set the opacity level of their content by pulling up or down the yellow line. Use the cross button on the right to apply. You can also add new tracks by right-clicking on an empty space on the extreme left. Now let's see how to add and edit text. To add text, just open the title panel on top. Then you can either browse for a ready template to drag and drop on the timeline, or create your own piece of text by double-clicking on the preview, typing inside. Click outside the text to apply it. Once you drop the template or create your piece of text, a new title clip is created on the timeline, contained inside an overlay or a title track. To edit the basic appearance of the text, just select the title clip and use the video preview in clip mode to move, scale, and rotate the text by using the nodes as seen for other clips. You can also add other independent pieces of text by double-clicking on the preview. To edit and customize the text properties, open the Options panel through the small buttons on the extreme right. Here, under Edit, you can adjust the font family, style, size, color, inclination, and alignment on the text selected from the video preview. The Options panel is also used to apply adjustments, corrections, and effects to visual and audio clips. When selecting visual clips, the Edit section collects all the basic corrections for it, such as rotation, pan and zoom, and speed adjustment for videos. The correction section applies advanced adjustments on the clip appearance, such as white balance, brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, and also lens correction. You can also apply amazing effects to your visual clips by using the Filter panel. Click on one effect to check it on the preview, and then drag and drop it on the interested clip. This will get an FX icon in a corner. The effect applied on the selected clip is also listed under the Effect section of the Options panel. You can also apply multiple effects on the same clip by disabling Replace Last Filter First. The effects list is very useful to manage each filter applied. Click on one to select it and use the right arrows to change its position. A different effects order can change the final appearance of the clip itself. Click on the eye icon to disable and enable the effect, and use the cross button on the right to remove the effect from the list. To customize the effect appearance, just select it and then use Customize Filter. As for title clips, you can use the Attribute section to apply motion and effects on the piece of text selected from the preview, and use animation to add fade in and fade out transitions. Under Filter, you can check and manage all the effects applied on the text, as seen for visual clips. When selecting sound files, the Options panel shows a unique section called Music and Voice, where you can regulate the speed rate of the clip and apply audio effects through Audio Filter. With VideoStudio, you can also apply visual transitions to pictures, videos, and text clips through the Transition panel. Transitions are special effects used to make a clip appear or disappear in time. Choose your favorite transition from the list and then drag and drop it on the edges of the clip, or also between two consecutive clips. The transition will show up with its icon, and you can adjust its duration by dragging its edges. You can change the transition properties by selecting it and using the Options panel. Whereas to change the kind of effect to use, you have to drag and drop another transition template on it. To remove the transition, just right-click on it and go to Delete. Now let's see how to save and render your project. If you go to File and then to Save As, you will save your project and all of its content, including all the corrections, effects, and properties applied. Whereas to render and export your project on a video or online, you have to use the Share workspace. Here on the left side, you can use the orange markers below the video preview to select the part of the project to export. On the right, you can choose the way to export your project. Choose Computer or 3D Movie to export a 2D or a 3D video on your computer with file format and fixed resolution and frame rate. Choose Device to pick a ready template suitable for consoles and smartphones. Use Web to render and upload your video to social websites with recommended settings, and use Disk to burn your video onto a disk. Once you are ready, click on the Start button below. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to visit our channel to check and watch more free video guides.